my name is Pawlowski, and I'm a co-CEO of DDH Home Organizing and Move Management. So we are a home organizing and move management business, which basically means we do everything having to do with people's stuff. So we declutter, we organize, we clear out estates, we move, we unpack, everything like that you can think of things you don't want to deal with in your home. So I run the business with my mom, and about 12 years ago, we started doing this together, and it was just something I've always been sort of good at. She likes to say I came out of my bedroom with like a black trash bag, and she'd say, "What's in there?" And I'd say, "Trash. That's why it's in a trash bag." So I like to go through my stuff, and my friends' moms growing up would always ask me to come over and like do their clothes with them. So then at one point, a friend's mom hired me to help organize her townhouse in the city, and she was telling me things like, "Oh, it's in the break front, the Limoges china." And I was calling my mom like, "What is Limoges? What is a break front?" Like I had no idea. So we sort of started doing this together. And then a friend of hers who was an interior designer asked for our help. And then a friend of hers who was a referral, like a realtor, heard about that. And then we kind of went from there and grew that way. So we started in 2012, and it was just the two of us for a few years. And then I got pregnant with my first son, and I couldn't be hauling garbage around all day. So we thought we would hire younger women to work for us that were closer in age to me. But the truth is, it's been much better hiring women who are closer in age to my mom. They've run their own home. They've dealt with their parents' estates. They've raised their own children. So we started hiring in 2015 women that were in like their 50s. They had kids that were sort of out of the house or in high school, and slowly started growing that way. And then we decided in 2024 that we would franchise. So we have a team of 10 in New York City, and people kept asking us sort of, how do you do this? Can you help me grow my business? How do you run a home organizing business? And so rather than giving away all our secrets, we're now going to do it that way. So we met SMB through Josh at Junk Luggers, Josh Cohen, who's been incredibly helpful. And he basically said, if I can give you one word of advice, hire SMB. And so we did. So we loved Steve on the initial call, talking with him, and just the idea that we would have tried to do this on our own. There's no possible way we could have done it. Like, we run the business ourselves still, and we didn't know anything about franchising. Like, I understood the concept of it, but the idea that we were going to get our FDD done and our ops manual and all the marketing material, like, we were just never going to get all that done. So it's been incredibly helpful to have their team push us each step of the way. And it hasn't felt overwhelming, but it's really been like, this is what we need from you. And we give it to them like in a reasonable amount of time. And then they turn around and ask for more questions. So they've kind of pushed us along in a path that we wanted to do, but I don't think we would have focused in the same way without their help. So I feel like SMB has really focused on us as a brand and getting to know us and what matters to us. And so it started with like a brand document, like everything about our business. But I feel like rather than taking that and just like putting it into a boilerplate, everything has been really customized for us. And they've taken the time to not only understand us, but our clients and our business and our marketing and why we do certain things and what is important to us. And then they use that information to make what we need, whether it's, working on the stuff for the FDD or working on this sort of stuff. They've made it really, really personalized. I don't feel like it was a cookie cutter experience at all. I feel like they wanted to get to know us. They think that what we have to say is important, and they've taken that and turned it into this like whole new, thing that we're really excited about. So it's been really great to be in the SMB row here and getting to meet all the other brands that are working with SMB. It makes it feel more like a family, like we're all in this together. And today is literally like the first day that we're out selling franchises, and people have been incredibly supportive of that. And the team from SMB keeps coming over to check in, see if we have any questions, if we need help with anything. It really does feel like family, like everybody here together, which has been really, really nice since we're a family business. At SMB, it's all about the relationships.